it's Cece. Welcome back to another video. We are doing a girls talk because it's needed. We're also gonna do a little spa night. We're gonna do some masks. We're gonna do a lip scrub. Yeah, so we're just gonna chill and hang out and talk about some things. That being said, I got this at Ulta. It's a facial spray with aloe and cucumber and green tea. It looks like this. Spray it on there to prep my face. It smells so good. Wow. And it's very cooling too. I got this mask. It's called Masked Out. It's a French green clay mask. But while I'm doing this, we're gonna be getting into the talks and the questions and experiences and how I overcame them, and maybe I can help you guys out if you're struggling in that area as well. The first question I got was, how did you and your boyfriend meet? I'm actually really excited to answer this because our story is kind of funny how we met. So I got invited to this park because one of our friends was filming a YouTube video and he asked us to just go, and I think we were helping him, but I don't remember. And so we went and we kind of just experienced him filming or whatever, and then he was mutual friends with my boyfriend, and so he asked him to come out, and he had a girl with him. So I thought he was cute when I seen him, but when I seen the girl with him, I was like, I don't know if that's his girlfriend or not. So I was just kind of like hesitant on like asking for his snap or whatever. So I just kind of I didn't say anything. I was just like, oh, like he has a girl with him, like I'm not. I just assumed. That's what I did. I assumed that he had a girlfriend. He kept eyeballing me, and I caught that. I was like, okay. Then I kind of just was thinking like, okay, if he's eyeballing me, like maybe that's not his girlfriend, you know? We were just kind of just all hanging out. There was at least like 1, 2, 6 of us, I think. We were all just chilling, recording, you know, their little video. And then after that, one of his friends was talking or getting to know one of my best friends at the time. And that's how we kind of like, he told his friend like, oh, like I think she's cute, whatever. So we all went to eat after we were at the park. We went to Checkers, I remember. They're all into cars. Like my boyfriend is literally into cars. So I was like, okay, like I'll race you. And he was like, you'll race me? And I was like, yeah, I'll race you to Checkers, like where we were gonna go eat. And he was like, okay. I beat this dude. I beat him in the race, and that's kind of what turned his head, was like, oh, like dang, like she knows how to drive. So we were eating, and then I think he just got my number, and we started texting. And honestly, we were friends for the most part. Like we were friends for 2 to 2.5 years before we started dating, because we met in 2020 and we got together May of 2022. Even though like we were crushing on each other, like our first picture, we looked like we were babies, and you could just tell like we had crushes, but we never dated. Like we were literally just really good friends. And honestly, that's the way I love like relationships, is starting off as friends. I've only been in 2, and I'll get into the other one in a minute. I just think being friends in a relationship before you guys even start dating is really important, in my opinion, because you build that foundation. That's big in a relationship. It's just, you know, that's your best friend, that's your partner, that's who you're gonna be spending your time with. So the next question is red flags in friendships. This is a big one because I feel like we struggle a lot with like finding out who our real friends are. And for me, like how I found out was like, just like if they're gonna bash their other friends in front of you, like they're doing that about you too. And like especially a big one is like if they're gonna talk crap about your family to you, or like how just like in general, like they're talking about you too. That's one of my big ones. And talking behind your back, I feel like everybody can agree that's a huge one as well. They are only around you when they need you. Like if your friends are only contacting you or asking you to hang out when they need you, I wouldn't say that it's a bad thing. It's just like, I wouldn't want them to keep doing that, you know? Like I don't want them to get used to only wanting to hang out with me when they need me, you know? So like if that happens a lot, like they're not your true friend. they're jealous or competitive, that's a really big one too. If they're like, oh my gosh, you don't have time for me because you're doing this and you're doing that, and like that's not okay. Like, I'm working towards my goals, you know? Like why say that instead of being like, oh, like, don't worry, like, I understand you're busy, you're doing this, you're doing, like, you know, you could reword it a little bit. Obviously, I think we all know some sort of red flag in our friendship for sure, like where we just need to be like, no, we're cutting you off. Like, if they're invading your peace that you have within yourself, you need to let them go, because better friends are coming. Red flags in relationships, because I got a question about that as well. Like, what is a red flag in a relationship? There's tons of red flags in relationships. Like, if they're willing to just argue and argue and argue and not really resolve the problem, that's not okay. Like, what my boyfriend and I do when we argue, we don't really argue, but when we do, it's like, he's taught me to just, we need to take space and we need to come back with a clear mind and talk it out. My past relationship, we would just argue and argue and argue and argue and nothing would be resolved, and that's toxic. And being in a healthy relationship, you will feel alone because you're not having someone constantly nag at you or constantly, you know, like, what are you doing, where are you at, who are you with, calling you and blowing your phone up and calling you names and yelling at you. Like, when you're in a healthy relationship, it's none of that. So it's like, you do feel alone, but it's because you're at peace with yourself, you know? Like, when you're in a toxic relationship, it's always something. So it's always, you know, you're always arguing, you're always doing something, it's always something, and so that's why you don't feel at peace. But yeah, that's a red flag. Not being able to communicate, not being able to have them validate your feelings. Like, if you can't sit there and talk to them about how you're feeling, that's not okay either. Like, you guys are equals in a relationship. You guys should be able to tell each other how you're feeling, and then them walk away with that, knowing that next time when you guys argue, how it makes you feel and how to go about it, you know? Like, it's just a lot in a relationship. You really have to be vulnerable and you really have to be open and just able to communication is key, really, in a relationship. So I got 2 questions about this because my boyfriend and I are long distance. So long distance relationships, or how do you make long distance relationships work? So how we make it work is he comes down and sees me. I've only gone to see him once around Christmas time, and then the rest of the times he's came here because where he lives, we don't like it. That's how we make it work. We talk every day. We FaceTime every day. You know, we make sure we tell each other we love you and we miss you and yada yada yada. We just make sure we keep the relationship alive, and when you do that, it helps a lot. The trust is a big thing that plays in factor, because obviously you guys aren't together like 24/7 like if you were to live in the same town. Also, just like telling each other like why you miss me, or like, oh, I miss your smile, just like little things like that. The big factor is planning to see each other. Plan. Like, make sure you talk about your goals in your future and like where you want to be after you guys are doing long distance. Like, all that, it plays a good part in being long distance because it really keeps the relationship alive. Someone asked me the first makeup product I started wearing. It's probably mascara. I wasn't a makeup girl. Like, I literally only wore mascara and lip gloss, and that's it. That's literally it. I didn't put no makeup on when I was younger. Like, freshman, sophomore year, I was not wearing makeup. I started wearing makeup senior year. Just like little blush and bronzer, and that's it. I never really used foundation like that. But yeah, my first product was definitely mascara. Someone said anxiety. A lot of us deal with anxiety. I've actually experienced only like one anxiety attack. How I cope with anxiety is just like, I just kind of like shut myself out from the world. I come in my room and I lay down and I watch TV and I just take deep breaths. A lot of my anxiety is from like overthinking. I'm an overthinker, so it's like I just kind of have to just shut myself away from the world, put my phone down, because social media is really, I think it causes a lot of anxiety within us, and like that's not okay. So like I will shut my phone down, I will watch TV, and I will just relax. Like, start doing stuff for you, you know, like go out, go to the park, go get Starbucks, bring a journal your thoughts, write down your emotions, how you're feeling that day, why you're feeling like it. Just like get it all out, and it really helps a lot. So I have another question. If you had any advice for a girl entering high school, what would it be? Well, for me, I was nervous. I cried on my first day of high school, I'm not even gonna lie. But it's like, it's intimidating, I will tell you. But like, if you know, like if you have friends starting with you, that's a big plus. Like, go in with your friends and you will be fine. Just go in, keep your head high. It's really not that big of a deal. Like when I walked in, I was like, okay, this is okay. Like it's junior high, but it's more people, if that makes sense. I would just, for a girl entering high school, I would just keep your head high. Just be confident. Yeah, that's really it. Just be confident, keep your head high, think positive, and go in there and show them just like, yeah, I'm a freshman and what? Like I came to, this is my school. So like just kind of have that mindset and you will make friends. You will fit in. Like you will be okay. Like I promise you, high school is not that big of a deal. It's really not. I think it was pretty fun. Like high school is fun, like the dances and all that, making friends. Yeah, as far as a girl entering high school, just go in and just focus on you. Be you, do you, and yeah. My last question is, what's your favorite thing about being a girl? My favorite thing is I love just sitting down and having me time when I get ready. Not being in a rush, putting on music, just like chilling in my own zone. Like honestly, like I love being a girl. Sometimes I hate being a girl because of our freaking monthly crap that happens to us. But honestly, like our bodies are so amazing and we are just built strong. Like we are so strong. And honestly, that's my favorite part about being a girl. It's honestly being strong, but honestly just sitting down and having me time and getting ready, putting makeup on, doing my hair. Like I just love being a girly girl. And sometimes I be dressing like a boy. I will be in baggy clothes and it's just fun. Like you can just mess around with your style, and I love getting my nails done. Look at my nails. These are my nails right now. And then this one, then together. Like I love going to get my nails done. I just love that, and because it's just me time, you know. I just relax. My hair, I love getting my hair done. There's so many things I love about being a girl. Let's go to Target runs. Let's go get Starbucks. Like I love it. It's so fun. I drag my boyfriend along with me though. Like sometimes I'll be like, let's go get Starbucks, and he's like, okay. But I don't know. Like it's fun getting together with girls too, and just like spa night. Go get our nails in together. Let's go get a pedicure. You know, like I love doing all that. And I am drinking a matcha. As you guys know, I love matcha. Look at this cute cup from Starbucks. I actually made this matcha. Really good. Okay, that was my little girl talk. I washed that off my face. My face is a little red right now because I had to scrub it off because it was a clay mat. And I'm like sitting there like scrubbing it off. I hope that if you guys are going through these experiences, just know when to cut people off and just bring yourself more peace, honestly. Just focus on yourself and get a journal, start journaling, start, you know, doing what you need to do to better yourself at the end of the day. But yeah, so that's my little advice. Those are kind of like my experiences that I've been through. If you guys have any suggestions or comments, just go ahead and leave them below. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and like and subscribe and stay tuned because there will be more coming. See you guys in the next one. Bye.